You being the Vegas favorite to win the fight, that doesn't get into your head or give you any sort of confidence?
I don't watch betting. I don't watch none of that shit. I just enjoy hurting people and I like to get paid for it and it keeps me out of fucking jail. So, you know what I mean?
What's up, everybody? I'm Matt Welty, here with Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, middleweight UFC fighter who has a big fight coming up this weekend against Sean Strickland in Houston. Fluffy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good. So I guess start off just going into this fight. I mean, what are you expecting as far as what Sean's going to give you?
Um, I think he's well-rounded everywhere. So, um, most of his fights, he's kind of a cheap guy and pokes jabs, gets
Yeah.
mad and throws bombs. But I'm really not worried about what he's gonna do. I'm just focused on going out there and fucking giving it to him.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised, like in the lead up to the fight, with like you expect there to be a lot of animosity. It felt like he gave you a lot of compliments too, as far as your wrestling goes.
Oh yeah, I honestly haven't watched any of his fucking interviews. I don't really care too much what he has to say, to be honest. I'm just here to fucking hurt somebody, get paid, and get the fuck on to the next fight.
So you don't pay attention to anything he says at all?
Nah, I don't give a fuck. It's like they're like people can say whatever the fuck they want. It's the internet, you know what I mean? But when the cage door locks, just keep the same energy.
You being the Vegas favorite to win the fight, that doesn't get into your head or give you any sort of confidence or anything?
No, I really don't give a fuck, man. I don't watch betting. I don't watch none of that shit. I don't even watch fucking UFC, so it's I really like I just enjoy hurting people and I like to get paid for it and it keeps me out of fucking jail, so you know what I mean?
Wait, you don't watch UFC at all?
Like every once in a while, well, my wife's a huge MMA fan, so she always usually has it on, but like when my friends and shit come over, it's like I'd rather keep it with my friends. That's like you watching your work, you know what I mean? Like, do you
I mean,
enjoy
I'm,
that?
I mean, I feel like it's part of the job in the sense that like I'll watch back interviews to be like, okay, I can improve on that and I can be better at that. You know?
No, for sure. I do watch my own fights, yeah, because I obviously have to clean up shit on myself. But I'm
Yeah.
really not too worried about what everyone's fucking doing. I'll deal with that problem when it comes.
But as far as like studying, the tape and seeing, what like you talk about what he presents as a fighter, I feel like you kind of have to watch some of his
I
fights
mean,
to see. No?
my coaches did, and I
Yeah.
watched a few, but I'm like, it is what it is. Uh, I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there, do what I do best, and just try to hurt him.
Yeah. You know, I mean, with Sean, obviously, he's the sort of guy who tries to build up animosity. He posted that one flyer before the
Yeah.
fight where he's in the ice outfit and you're in the sombrero. Like, did you care about that, or you're just like, I don't care about the noise he's bringing, or?
If that's the best you got, then I'm not impressed. Like realistically. But no, I laughed about that shit. I'm like, dude, that's how you try to get under my skin? Yeah, fuck, bro. That's not gonna do shit. That just makes me want to fight you more. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't give a fuck, man. Like, he can say all the shit he wants. I get it. He's got to build the fight how he wants to. But at the end of the day, we do get a fucking fight. So
Do you feel like the responsibility like that to kind of be your own hype man to some extent for more people to tune into your fights, or?
I don't give a fuck, to be honest, man. As long as I go out there and fucking win, they can't say shit. And there's guys that are fucking have gone out there and like won a bunch of fights, you know what I mean? And like
Mhm.
that people call a goat that like I've never even watched a fight of them. So, you know what I mean? Eventually people are going to talk about you in a good way. Hopefully, you just got to win.
Who's someone that people call a goat that you haven't watched their fight?
I mean, like, fuck, well, I don't watch fighting, period. So,
Yeah, but I mean, like some of the greats, I feel like you must have seen like clips and stuff. But there's some people that you haven't just like tuned in on that people were like, oh, Jon Jones or Conor McGregor or.
I like Jon Jones, though. I've actually sparred with him when I was younger as a kid. So, like, him, I would try to like tune in to watch his fights, but even then, I
Yeah,
missed a lot of them. So, but like, yeah, no, he's well rounded as fuck. He's fucking killing it. You know what I mean? And he's still like fights here and there. So, but like, I
yeah,
don't really follow his life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What was it like sparring with him when you were younger?
got my ass whooped, but now he was really cool. Gave me some pointers and shit. I remember like the first day I talked to him about like team training together, and I guess he had a fight.
Hmm.
Um, and he's like, I gotta see you first before I work with you. And I was like, no, I get it. Um, Day two, he was down to work with me, so obviously I was doing something right.
Yeah. Did you feel the pressure to impress him on that day he said he got to see you before?
No, I just went out there and did what I do best, man. I really like. I don't give a fuck about people's opinions and what they think. So like, I just do what I do, and it usually works out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw one of your other interviews. You were talking about how 2 weeks before the fight, you cut off smoking weed to try and get focused.
Had to fucking do it hella far out. It's some bullshit. But it's
Yeah.
Texas, you know what I mean? I got a bunch of weed on me, so it is what it is. After the fight, I'm gonna light up and just back to normal.
So how long has it been since you've smoked?
Fucking, I don't know. I didn't count the days, but I'd
Yeah.
say like over a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. I gotta make sure, dude. I'm a heavy fucking smoker, so like, I gotta make sure that shit gets out of my system because I don't like playing with my money.
Yeah. Do you feel like your training's different when you do or don't smoke?
I don't know. I'm usually high at all my trainings, so it's like it's chill.
Yeah.
But when I'm sober, I mean, I don't know. It's the same. It's the fucking same shit to me, to be honest, man. I've been doing this shit for so long, so
Yeah. 'Cause I
if
feel like
anything,
there's
I'm
been.
probably in better shape. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You're.
Like maybe I would say I have better lung capacity since I haven't been smoking, but we'll see.
Does that ever tempt you? When your cardio goes up when not smoking to be like, hey, maybe I should cut back a little bit, or you don't care?
Nah, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, no, no, it hasn't slowed me down yet. So, you know what I mean? Until
Yeah.
then, maybe.
Because I know there was just like a lot of talk recently with I know weed and cigarettes with like Carlos Prates and Paddy Pimblett smoking the vape before his last fight, and people being like, should fighters smoke or not? And you just think that that's stupid, or
Bro, like I said, I don't give a fuck about people's opinions. I don't go online to look for people's opinions. So it's everyone's entitled to their own opinion,
yeah,
but you know what I mean? They're not the ones getting in the fucking cage and going to war, so I don't
yeah.
care.
And you haven't lost since 2020. I mean, that's like really impressive. I mean, how
Thank
has it
you.
like been building that unbeaten streak? Does it sit in the back of your mind?
No. It's just go do what I do, man. You know what I mean? Don't fight when I'm injured, and that's about it.
Yeah. Is it hard to turn down fights when you are injured? I know a lot of the fighters say they feel pressure just to be like a company man and say yes to everything.
No, it's like the way I see it, man, is I understand that we're just bodies. You know what I mean? Like people
Hmm.
don't give a fuck about you. You got to remember that shit. So with me, bro, I got a family. So if I'm hurt, like, this is my fucking pride on the line. So I'm not gonna go play with that shit. You know what I mean? I make enough money now where I can survive. So there's no point to go fight injured anymore. I tried and I was trying to get my way out of a trailer and I was living off grid and it was fucking, I was struggling. And like, I believed in myself too much, I guess. Everyone's really fucking good in the UFC. Tried to fight injured, didn't work out for me. So I had to sit down with myself and just like, all right, bro. I had to realize the big picture and be like, look, dude, I'm not fighting unless I'm fucking healthy. And since I made that adjustment, I mean, I've been doing really good. And like even Brandon Allen, I fought with torn ribs and a fucking ear infection. So I probably shouldn't have gone in there to fight, but I beat him the first time off the couch for the title. So I was like, yeah, I should beat him again.
Yeah. Has there been any big fights that you've turned down because of your health that you kind of look back and you're like, man,
Uh Turned down no.
no?
But fucking like was it the RDR I had to pull out because I fucking tore some shit and it hurt like a fucking bitch. So that
Yeah.
was unfortunate. And I pulled out of fights before because of injury, but like if I can't run, I can't train, I can't do shit, there's no fucking point for me to even be there. You know what I mean? So unless that like yeah.
Yeah. Is there one like nagging injury just in general where like you wake up every morning and you're like, my hips are tight or my knee hurts or.
Like I tell my kids every single day, go to school, be smart, try to fucking try your best to listen and pay attention because I wake up every single morning in fucking pain and I go to work and handle my shit. But I don't want that for you guys. So, you know what I mean? Take care of yourself, be smart, don't make the wrong decision. Um, and just, yeah, I just try to like use my fuck ups to help them do better in life.
Yeah. You know, because I know, I guess a lot of people say they sacrifice for their kids, but do you feel like, putting your body out there, you're like physically like sacrificing yourself for your family or?
I don't know. I don't really think of it like that, man. Like, I'm kind of a hothead, so I smoke weed a lot to chill me the fuck out. And this shit's kind of therapeutic to me, bro. I really like enjoy hurting people. And it's probably not good to say that type of shit, but it is what it is. I'm into fucking this type of work, you know what I mean? So for me, it's kind of a therapeutic fucking like therapy for me, bro.
Yeah, because I was reading like early on in your life, you got kicked off of your high school wrestling team, right, for bad grades or something of that
Yeah,
sort.
yeah. And then me and the coach didn't see eye to eye, so it was just like whatever. Then fuck you, I'm gonna go do MMA. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't like the end of your world when that happened, when you're like, I can't wrestle anymore.
No, I didn't give a fuck about wrestling. That was like literally I did it for probably like 2 months, did like a couple of tournaments, um, the practices, and I was like, bro, this shit's easy. And yeah. But not like the first two tournaments, the first tournament I ever did, I took first place. The second tournament, I took second place, and then after that, I think my grades went downhill, and they're like, "You got to get them up," and it just didn't work out for me.
Wouldn't you think though that if like that was your introduction to wrestling, especially like early on, that the coach would have like, you said you didn't see eye to eye, but he would have pushed you a little
Yeah, but
more
I
to
was on
try
the
and keep you.
heavier set. I was on the heavier, like
Yeah,
the heavier side. They didn't give a fuck about the heavier kids. They only cared about the small stack divisions. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like, it is what it is. But it worked out better for me because yeah,
yeah. And I think you said speaking about like just being heavier set, like even your weight cut now, it's like 30 plus pounds, right, to get
uh,
down,
something like that
or
probably. I don't know. I
yeah,
really don't do the math and shit. But if I'm like heavy, heavy, it's like 228,
yeah,
230. But usually I try to keep it around 215.
yeah. Have you had a worse weight cut in your career that you remember, where it was just like, I don't think this is gonna come off?
I mean, fuck. The Barron Allen one, when I was on antibiotics, I couldn't fucking get the weight off. And
Yeah,
I found out later antibiotics hold water. So I was like, motherfucker, dude. I thought I was gonna die that one. And then the contender series, when I lost my dad, I was fucking drunk every day, doing hella edibles. I was
yeah,
fucking up. But that one was a really hard weight cut. Um, I think I fucking did like 12 pounds or some shit of water, which isn't like a lot for me, but for me, I don't like to do more than 7 to 5.
yeah. How do you mentally get through that last bit where you feel like the last pound's not gonna come off?
I just grab my fucking balls and remember who the fuck I am.
Well, and what's your relationship with Dana like?
I mean, he's given me a couple bonuses, so I like the man, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? So I don't like I've met him a few times. I've never went and like kicked it with him and like hang it out or like hung out and shit, but
yeah,
I got mad respect for the guy for what he's done with the sport, how he's fucking always like bringing it up more for more eyes on us. More eyes means more money, so I fuck with him heavy.
yeah. I know there was all that talk with the Paramount Plus deal that the bonuses were gonna go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, is that something that obviously you're excited for, and does that motivate you more, or is it just the same fight to you?
It's the same fight to me, but I mean, if my style, I feel like always brings a bonus. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fucking walk in your face, try to fucking slam you on your head and try to fuck you up. So I feel like I'm an entertaining fighter. So I'm not worried about it. I don't gotta change shit. I'm just gonna go out there, do what I do best, and I'm sure it's gonna bring for a fucking a bonus because me and Sean are gonna try to kill each other when that door locks.
Yeah, and just I guess the last thing, just the fight being in Houston. Do you think that what the crowd reaction is going to be? Do you feel like they're going to be behind you, or what are you expecting on that?
I'm sure they're gonna be behind me. I got a lot of fucking people that came out for this one too, to be honest. Like I know like
Yeah,
over 300 people told me that they're fucking here. So I'm fucking stoked. I got a bunch of family coming out that I haven't seen in years. That's from Texas, so Oklahoma. I'm excited, man. Anytime I get to be around the fucking fight week and go fuck someone up and get paid for that shit, I fucking love it.
Awesome. Fluffy, I appreciate you taking your time talking to me about all of this, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Matt Welty. Stay tuned to Complex News for more UFC interviews.